Hi, it's Steve Bowman here. I've been the CEO or on boards of organisations for the past 30 years. I was one of the very first to receive a Masters in Non-Profit Management from George Washington University in the US, written over 8 books on strategy, risk and leadership, and I've been a Fellow of the Australian Institute of Company Directors for over 20 years. Every board, just like yours, has new directors coming onto it on a fairly regular basis. One of the things that we find and that many CEOs and directors have told us over the years is the induction program is one of the keys to ensuring that you've got a high performing board. The problem with most induction programs is they just don't work. And if they're one of the most important things we need to put in place and most of them don't work, something needs to change. Have you ever been involved in or heard of board meetings where directors have delved so far into the micromanagement side of things that it totally derails conversations? Have you been involved in boards or seen boards where directors feel they can't say or contribute anything for at least 6 months because they just don't know enough? Have you been involved in boards where that person who's a new director assumes that they know everything and therefore takes the board in different directions that are actually inappropriate? This is what happens when you don't have a good board induction program. Your induction program is probably one of the most important parts of your whole governance system. Yet we know, because many thousands of CEOs and directors have told us, that it's probably one of the areas that we don't do as well as we could or as we should. So when you start to look at inductions and your induction program, here are some of the questions that we've heard from other directors and other chairs of boards that you might want to consider. For example, do we have a mentor system that actually really helps our new directors understand what's going on around the board table? Have we put in place things where our directors can actually ask questions and know the sorts of questions they should be asking? Have we looked at our induction program from the space of the individual needs of each director? These are all the things we need to look at in our induction program. Over the past year, we've been creating an online program, Induction Insights for Directors, to assist directors when they're first faced with their induction pack from their organisation. You know those induction packs, the big wads of papers that go through strategy and risk and finances and policies and procedures and constitutions, and we could go on all day. This program will help you and your directors to actually understand what they all mean, but more importantly, how to use them. What we're going to provide you is a 2-week free trial of Induction Insights for Directors that you can have a look at to see whether or not it would be useful for your new directors when they come onto your board. When you have a look at this, take your time to go through it, and we'll also in the next few emails give you some insights and some tips of how you can make your induction program really hit the mark for your new directors.